Welcome, beautiful souls, to the Yatra Sister Podcast. I'm Sharita.
I'm Allison.
And today we're going to talk about until.
Until.
Does anything come after that?
Lots comes after that.
Ah, okay.
The whole world comes after the word until.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my favorite word. I don't know how it was introduced in my life, but once it was introduced, I decided to embrace it and use it all the time.
Okay.
Until I won't use it anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
what until is. Until allows moments of an addiction. It
Yeah.
allows a moment of passion. It allows everything. Until allows change, growth,
Possibilities and freedom.
possibilities and freedom.
Yeah.
I love the word until.
I mean, when I think of until, for some reason, the thought that comes to me is, marriage and vows. Until death do us part.
Yeah, that's one way to get out of it.
True. Facts.
Until the death happens, and until then, we're in.
That's true. We're
So
in.
even marriage, it has an until.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's unpack that, because now that you said it and you position until in that way, like, it really takes on a new meaning for me.
Yes.
I like options, and I guess as a writer, I guess it comes from writing and just me in general. I like options. I don't like to be locked in, caged into too many things.
I like options from the moment I wake up. I need options, like going down the stairs. I'm still having an option in my head. Am I going to go to work or not?
Okay. Okay.
I mean, seriously.
Wow.
I need untils and options with every single solitary thing I do.
Untils and options. I love that.
Yes.
Because that takes the stress away.
It does.
Yeah.
More importantly, what I like about until, okay, this is my favorite part about until, is until allows me to change my mind.
Okay.
Until allows me to love something until I don't. It allows me to feel something until I don't.
Okay.
It allows me to grow. Maybe it was great at that time until I grew out of it. I like until because it doesn't make me feel like anything has to be casted bad, negative, wrong. People don't have to be bad or wrong. My friendships don't have to be bad or wrong. Maybe it's just an until that friendship is done, until that moment was, we're no longer in the same pond anymore. That's okay until that moment happens where we're not enjoying swimming side by side anymore. That's why I love until. I also love until for my emotions. I am a person who loves to feel. I mean, we all know this. I'm a connoisseur of emotions, feelings. I don't want to be afraid of my feelings and emotions.
Okay.
So why I like them is so I can have an emotion. I can have anger. I can have sadness.
Okay.
And in my mind, I go, that's okay. I'm going to have it because the until is going to happen. The until is going to go away.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not like a definite.
No, it just might be today until I feel better, until this shifts, until I'm not anymore.
Want you until.
Yes.
Okay. Or you know what? I like my body until.
Yes.
Or I like what I have on until. Or I like how you make me feel until.
Yes.
Okay.
I even like what you said. I like to dress up. And I mean, right now I'm wearing a really cute little dress. It's very, very tight though, Sharita.
It's tight and it's cute. It is cute.
But I'm going to love this until about probably 8:30. And then I'm going to be like, damn, I hate this dress. This dress is so tight and I cannot breathe. So the until, but it's been very exciting when I put it on about 1:00. And the until hasn't happened yet. I mean, I can feel it coming though. I know it's coming.
I like that though. You're absolutely right. That as we're talking, I'm getting even a better understanding in relationship with the word until. Yes.
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 It's okay. I'm going to love it until I don't.
Right.
Yeah. And you know what? Until can be bite-sized. Like literally it can be bite-sized. You
Yes.
can have a friend.
Mhm.
Think about when we were younger. We did spend the nights, right? When we were
Right.
like 16, 17, 15, 12, I don't know, little,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you went over and you spent the night. And you
Mhm.
had a great time Friday night. So
Yes.
great that on Saturday, you're like, you want to spend the night again?
Yes.
So you do.
Yeah.
And Saturday night is even more fun. You're having a
Mhm.
great time. You're like, oh my God, multiple spend the nights. Shouldn't we live together?
Right.
And you're like, oh my God,
Right.
it'd be great if we were sisters. Let's play
Yes.
like we're sisters.
Yeah.
And then Sunday hits and you're getting up and you're like eating your cereal. But like at 1:00, you got a little homesickness feeling. You don't know why. You've missed your
Yes.
dogs, the way your
Yes.
house smells,
Mhm.
your food.
Just took me back. Absolutely.
And you're like, no, I kind of think I want to go home today because the until happened.
Ooh, okay. So I love that. So you have the until. Let's talk about a little bit about, like you said, going back home.
Yes.
So until allows you to take a little stroll or go on a little journey, and then when that journey's no longer for you, you take your ass back home.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's another way to use until.
Okay.
You could also say, me and you are friends and we're hanging out and Friday's like pumping and we're having a good time and I'm talking my nonsense and you're putting up with me as you're driving the Jeep and I go on some crazy tangents and it's really fun.
This is reality for us.
Yeah,
It
this is really
fun.
happening.
It is fun.
And then around like 7:00, you're like, wow, Allison is crazy and I do not engage in one word for crazy conversations. And you're starting to feel the until, like, my until has happened for the day. Like, I'm kind of done. I felt my until is here. I was
Okay.
having fun until I'm not anymore. That's your cue that just maybe that day is over.
Yes.
If you miss that cue, that can start turning into a fight. That can start turning into agitation.
Yes, absolutely.
You can start saying bullshit. And
Yeah.
then you make it big. And now it's like the whole friendship is an issue.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just, I've hit my until for this evening, this
Yes.
day. My
Yes.
until has happened.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. I might be better the next day, but I might need to take a break and see you on Monday. I don't know how long my until is going to last.
Okay. So you know what? That brings up a good point because with people, like, and I'm going to just go back into the dating world a little bit. So sometimes things don't start to work out, but having that until, it doesn't mean that it's done in that moment. It's like, you know what? This isn't working for me until tomorrow.
Yes.
Because maybe I'm just so it until also allows us it's like a placeholder for other shit that we just can't say.
Yes. It's just, I've hit my mark until. Hey,
Yeah.
we were having fun until we weren't.
Yes.
Now we're not. And it might just be today we
Yeah.
weren't.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back home or I'm going to retreat or I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then we can do it over again.
Okay.
You just need to know when the untils happen and not freak out. Until is not a bad thing.
No, it's not. It's a great thing.
It's a fabulous thing.
Yes, it is.
Even
it
on
really
the yoga
is.
mat.
Mhm.
You're loving yoga until you're not.
Oh yeah.
You've gone too far. I've been in here too long. Now it's gotten hot. Now
Yeah.
I'm tired. Hopefully the instructor's picked up on that and is starting to bring it back down to child's pose and giving you a little cool rack.
Correct.
But you're like jamming into it till like 48 minutes in and you're like, okay, I was having fun until now I'm not. Now
Right.
I'm tired. Now
Yeah.
I'm spent.
Mm-hmm.
If the teacher doesn't pick up on that, you
Yeah.
can just fatigue me all the way out and now I'm down for the count for the rest of the day.
I absolutely. Wow. Like I'm sitting here talking to you and you see I'm looking off in space because everything is registering and it's clicking and I'm like, wow. That is so true because we often get tired, even not just yoga, just in life, going to your job, going through relationship issues with your family, not even like an intimate partner, but just your family. And sometimes we don't know how to cut it off and we don't, but we know we want to.
Yes, you feel the until sneaking up.
Yes. But I don't know I didn't know what that was.
Mm-hmm.
And then also on the flip side, my question to you is when we get to that until point with someone else,
Mm-hmm.
how do we make it known it's our until without pissing them off or hurting their feelings or something if we don't quite know what that feeling is that we have?
Well, that's that rule of thumb every therapist in the world tries to tell us.
Okay.
Stop using you and use I.
What?
Stop using you. You've made me now agitated. You've
Yeah.
made me now tired. You keep talking. You are an
Mhm.
asshole.
Yeah.
And say I am tired.
Okay.
I'm not in the space to hear this right now. I,
Yes.
for some reason, am feeling sensitive.
Yeah.
And then that's just all it is. It's I right now need the until.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm the weirdest person in the world about food. Okay. I will go through these trends. Like I'll pick Chipotle and I will eat Chipotle 3 times a week, the same thing.
Yes.
Every single week.
Steak bowl is the bomb.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
And then it'll be like your 4th month and you're like, wow, my until with Chipotle just happened.
Okay.
I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't crave it anymore. But am I going to say Chipotle's gross? I hate the place. It's horrible. No, it was a wonderful time in my life, my Chipotle romance.
Correct.
Until it wasn't anymore.
Yes. Yes. I'm with you. 100%.
Now I'm in love with Jason's Deli.
Okay.
And that's where I go.
Yeah.
So much that I walk up and I don't even have a conversation with the lady. She sees me. We don't even need to say hi. She already has my ticket ready. I already have my exact money ready. And then we say, have a nice day. Because I have now a love affair with Jason's Deli. I'm going to love Jason's Deli until, I don't know when the until is going to happen either.
I love that. And you didn't, after the until, I love the fact that you didn't have to explain that. It was like until.
Until.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No explanation. I don't need to explain what happens after. Just until.
Until. And then something else will come in.
Yeah.
And I like until because, you know, I can love, I was telling my daughter, we were at Skunk Festival.
Okay.
Little thing. And we were sitting there.
Yeah.
And I said, Carolina, I can fall in love with anybody, anywhere you point to. And so like somebody was walking up and I go, I could fall in love with him.
Yeah.
And it was like this older man, you know, that was kind of like, 70. And then a woman walked by and she was kind of funky with some weird stuff. I said, I could fall in love with her.
Yeah.
And then somebody else walked by and I go, I could fall in love with that person. And Caroline goes, Mom, that's so sweet that you say that. And I said, because everybody can bring something to you.
Absolutely. Until that's not of interest anymore. Mm-hmm. Until I've changed, until I've tasted that, until I've danced with that. Yes. It's okay. I loved my ex-husband until. Yeah. But all the memories that led up to are still great for me. They're like my memories of Chipotle. Same here.
Yeah. I loved him until.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can have lots of untils. That's what I tell my daughter. You will have dated so many people. You're going to have lots of, don't call them ex-boyfriends or flings or ex-girlfriends. Call them untils.
That's true. That's very true. Mm-hmm. And I was just listening as you were talking, coming back on, going back to that place, that safe place after the until, because sometimes when you're doing that often, or when you can love people like that often, and it's a genuine love, and it's not like you're looking for to get anything out of it, but you are just able to love people. Sometimes people look at that and think, oh, she's a hoe, or oh, she's a flirt, or oh, she can't stay in a relationship. And it was never even that type of relationship in the first place, but they just see you spending intimate time or time with one person for a little bit and then another person. Yeah, I'm speaking about myself.
I thought you were talking about me.
No, just speaking about experiences that I've had, because I genuinely enjoy people.
Yes.
And I'm not, in enjoying them, I'm not always looking for, in a male or a female, I'm not looking for necessarily anything intimate. I just like you.
Yeah, you're not looking for ownership.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Everything's, I'm here to borrow love, borrow this high, borrow this moment.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
We need to get away from the ownership and the possession of it.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm with you. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I have untils, and I believe you should have untils even in your monogamous relationship.
Yes.
I have no plans to divorce my husband.
Correct.
I have no plans to, I feel like I'm going to do the until death do us part. I mean, I'm not going to be, I guess I should probably say, unless something crazy happens. I mean, I'm going to leave my until there. I'm being very honest that I keep it there.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm saying. Even in a monogamous relationship, you could use it in your marriage, or you can even say a career. A career you've decided you're not going to change, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, no, I'm not going to change. I've decided this is my career. Even in that, you may have untils happening in it, but it doesn't mean it's ending.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
There will be times that I will say, wow, I used to love that about you till now I don't like that about you, but that doesn't mean I have to leave you.
Correct.
I might now see something new that I like about you that I didn't know prior to that. So like a new marriage.
Yeah.
Maybe you say, I loved that they were so free-spirited and played the guitar and they sang to me late at night, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Until now I hate that because they're out drinking and playing the guitar till late at night. But then what happens is we have a baby. And now I hate that part, but I love how wonderful you are with our new baby.
Yes.
So now I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe that progresses forward where you're like, I really don't like how you parent. It's different than mine.
Right.
So you're saying, no, I don't love that aspect.
Yeah.
But what I do love is how kind you are to me as the mother. You know, it's like it changes. You move around inside of even the commitment you're in.
I love that.
You've gotten in a first fight. You've had one
Yes.
misstep in your career.
Yes.
You've had one moment where maybe it was a boss temporarily. Maybe it's something where you're living and the expenses went up temporarily.
Yes.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you went to Chipotle and it was one day with a crappy worker and your bowl didn't taste, the way you wanted it to taste.
Yeah.
That might just be the first little, I'll pay attention to this.
Right.
Maybe that'll happen again. Maybe it won't.
Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't have to react every single time.
That is a relief. Because I think so many times we've been conditioned to think that we're supposed to. Just because we start to feel, because I feel a little bit, I should act on it now to prevent whatever down the road. But we don't know what's going to happen down the road.
No, you're trying to make a decision with variables that you can't see today. There's no way to make accurate decisions with every single variable.
Correct. True.
There isn't.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to make a decision without having, maybe it's not the right time because the until hasn't happened. You may know it's getting close. You may feel it and you're writing out your pros and cons. You're looking down to the things you don't like or do like. You're feeling it happening. But if you're struggling and you don't know what to do, here's the thing. Your until hasn't happened. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
The until isn't here yet. You will know when the until happens, especially if it's something you're saying repeatedly. So if you say to someone, hey, look, you speak to me like that. I don't like it. Stop. 4 weeks goes by, it happens again. And you say, hey, this could be a boss, could be a friend, could be a lover.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I'm telling you I don't like that.
Yes.
And it happens again.
Yes.
And then you do it again. And now you got 4 or 5. Yeah, you might need to realize your until has happened, for goodness sake. And you're just not wanting to admit the until has happened.
Right.
That's still okay. Because guess what? The real until hasn't happened yet. You're still nervous about something.
Yeah.
You might be 85% close to your until. You might be 88. What I would say to that is don't push your friends. Don't push them. Don't push anybody until their until has happened.
Correct. Yes, because there are times when we try to give advice to people that we love, wanted or unwanted. And you're absolutely right. We need to, I think, take a step back and realize that what we would think would be our until in that moment is not necessarily their until.
No, it's not their until yet.
Yeah.
So what you can say to them is, I hear you. Sounds like you're getting closer to an until. You don't have to make that until today. You don't have to make that until tomorrow. Hell, you don't have to make that until 10 years from now.
Yeah, or ever.
Or
You don't want
ever.
to. Yeah.
That's okay. I'm here for you. And when you decide your until happens, I'm still going to be here for you.
That is a true friend. That's a true friend. That's a true support. That's a true person in your corner, because they are just there. You truly feel with what you said, they're there to support you and hold you while you're going through whatever you're going through.
Yes.
Instead of judging you and will drop you when you don't do what they're thinking you should do.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
You just don't know when your until is going to happen. You know, I have one child that's doing college and immediately thought college was not for them. But I said, I think you're rushing your until.
Yeah.
I think you need to get back in there, swim a little bit more. And trust me, if you swim a little bit more and then you say, no, I'm sure, then you're going to feel sure about it. But I don't want you to jump to your until just because you got in at one time.
Right. Absolutely.
After one of my children was in a little bit more, they did come back and say, no, I'm being serious. This isn't for me. I'm like, great. Okay. Now you've got a clear until.
a clear until is so important.
Yes.
So important. Yeah.
We don't need to rush our untils. We know when they're going to happen.
Yeah.
We do.
We do.
And I like the curiosity of when my until is going to happen. I have tried so many times to make final decisions in my life. Like, oh, nope, this is it. I'm making it today. I am just talking out my wahoo. Because what I'm learning to say to myself is I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
If it continues, the until will happen. But maybe it won't continue.
Okay.
I can't always promise that maybe one day I go to Chipotle and it's clean and it's sparkling.
Yeah.
And then I go back and it's dirty. And I go back again and it's dirty. And I go back again and it's dirty. And I'm like, damn it, the until has happened. I must stop coming to this place. But it could have just been one bad day.
Yeah. And the thing about the untils too is what I'm hearing is the until puts the power back in our hands to truly be in control of our feelings, our emotions, because we're no longer either feeling like someone has caused that for us. We actually can control when we're done with that. It's like, you know what, this is my until, or I need to take a step back because my until has happened now until tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's that. Yeah.
And it allows me to love so many things.
Mm.
And I want to love so many things.
So many things.
I mean, I even said to my daughter, yesterday I came home and I said, oh, I'm so tired. I'm going to go get in the bathtub. And she goes, oh my God, Mom, that sounds delightful. It sounds so yummy. And I looked at her and I said, Caroline, you say that all the time, but you never take baths. And she goes, I know. I really hate them. I think I do. I light the candle. I get in and make the bubble bath.
Yeah.
I sit down.
I like all of
and
that.
I climb in. And then I'm like, I'm hot, Mom. I start to sweat. And then I'm like, my hand. How do I read? And then I'm like, what? This is stupid. What am I doing in here? I'm bored.
And then as the water starts to get cold, you don't want to turn it on again.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
And then she says, I start to realize I'm sitting in my own filth. And then it grosses me out. Then I'm like, why am I sitting in my own filth?
That part too.
And I go, oh, that's funny. I kind of understand that because I like to say when somebody says they're going skiing, I go, oh my God, that sounds so awesome. I love the clothing for skiing. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
The big, beautiful white ski pants with like the coat that has like the fur around it and the like matching little earmuffs. And
apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
Oh God, yeah. I want that outfit. And then I want to go up to the top and I want to like click my skis. And then I want to zoom down with like the wind on my face and then be like, ha ha ha. What a great workout. Let's go get a drink and then sit in the hot tub. I love that.
Okay.
I do not ski. Sharita and I never am ever going to effing ski. But I love the idea that I might love it.
Yes. You love all of these untils about it. I love that. Like
yeah.
The until.
Well, my until did happen. I mean, I did. I did try skiing.
Oh.
And I got off the ski. What's the little
lift
thing?
thing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Bit it right there. Slid back behind it. They had to cut the machine off to climb out to get me. Okay, finally got myself upright. I was with my ex-husband. He's like, no, I'll help you. Who's like practically an Olympic skier.
Okay.
I'm starting to go down, lose control, practically break his leg, take myself out. And I sat down and I said, I'm going to take my skis off and slide down the mountain. And he said, you can't do that. And I point blank looked at him and said, watch me.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, my until did happen with that story. I've already tried it.
Okay. Well, so let's do this. When it comes to until, what are a few key things that we should take away about until? Until
allows you to love anything and everything until you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Until allows you to keep your memories intact. Mm-hmm. So when you're done loving something, remember the parts that you did love and while you loved it. And it's okay that you stopped.
Okay.
It's okay if you stopped loving Starbucks. It's okay if you stopped loving bell-bottom jeans. It's okay if you stopped loving blue eyeliner.
Yeah. Okay.
Might have been time. I'm just saying.
Okay.
It could be persons. It could be women. It could be men. It could be friends.
Mm-hmm.
They're great
until.
So I think it helps with your memories. It helps you love many things.
Yes.
But it also allows you to have bite-sized moments. It allows you to have moments with someone until maybe that moment for the day is over instead of I have to throw the whole thing away.
Okay.
You know, it's okay.
I love that.
And when you can't decide, is it time?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the until hasn't happened yet. So don't rush it.
Don't
Don't rush it.
Don't rush it. Don't rush the until.
When I'm
Love that.
standing on the edge of a cliff, and this is real,
Mhm.
and I have to jump into a hole
Mhm.
that's like 20 feet down.
Yeah.
Sometimes my until isn't there to jump. I'm not ready.
Right.
The until hasn't happened. I stand there and I have to be in panic and feel anxiety
Mhm.
until the anxiety feels worse than jumping.
I love that. I love that. That's how you know.
That's how I know. That's how I know.
That's how you know.
So I think we all can use a little until in our life.
Absolutely. And speaking of using until in our lives,
Yeah.
we could also use a little reflexology in our lives.
Yeah. Maybe your feet have hit an until.
Correct. And if that is the case, or you've hit an until and want to try something new,
Mm-hmm.
to see if this will become another until, Carlos O'Neill, amazing reflexology, is a reflexologist here locally, and he says he has the Closet of Healing at Fleet Feet off Augusta Road, and his ministry is called Back Before Genesis. If you have a chance, please reach out and schedule an appointment with him. I promise you will not be disappointed. Your health will not be disappointed. Your insides will not be disappointed, because it's like getting a massage for your insides.
Yeah. Maybe when you meet him, you
Yeah.
may never reach an until with him.
I don't think you will. I haven't yet.
Oh, okay.
And the people that I know that have gone to him have not.
Yeah.
So grab a pen. Here's his number. It's 864-363-7717. That's 864-363-7717. And when you reach out to him, tell him that you heard about him from the Yatra Sisters.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? Tell everybody you've heard everything from the Yatra
Yes.
Sisters
Correct.
until
you
don't hear from us.
That's right. Which we don't plan on that happening for a long time.
No, I never plan on being quiet.
No.
That's why people have to leave me.
Exactly.
They have to reach the until with me.
Oh my goodness.
Well, until we do our next little episode,
yes.
we say
Amen.
amen. See you on the other side.
Have a good one.